Hello, my name is Daisy Chepkokus. I'm an Indigenous youth from Kenya, a community known as the Pokot Indigenous Community, and I work with Indigenous Information Network. Back in the community, I work with a lot of youth. We have over 150 youth just in one organization. So one of the challenges is I wish all the youth could be here in the spaces in making the policies, because they are doing the implementation at the ground level, but they're not involved in the policy making. So that's one of the greatest challenges, not just to me, but to my community and the youth that I work with. From my own perspective, there is a lot of complex words being used, and that's why I think you'll find out that the IPLCs are not really engaging, because we have to use simpler terms for us to understand, or for the people from the community to understand. What has helped me is because I would really love to get back to the community and enlighten my community on what is happening. I have to read the complex terms and try to make them a bit simpler. Once I simplify for them, I'm also simplifying for myself, which makes it more easier and good for me to understand. Here specifically, I'm following on Article 8J because we are trying to revitalize a lot of things. Like back in the community, we are so much strong and believers of traditional knowledge. We would like to use our traditional knowledge and also try to integrate the science and traditional knowledge. And also, I'm privileged to have been part of the delegation, nationalizing the targets and doing all that about the NBSAPs. I can say what has helped me, or what has enabled me to catch up with everything, is as a young person I've been trying to go through the CBD articles, reading a lot of things, most of when it comes to the 8J, because that's something I've been following. I was in the Geneva Convention that happened last year. Having grown in the village, there are a lot of things that my parents, my grandparents tell me that I believe were very important, but right now they are not there. We are trying to do some regeneration of lands where we just fence our lands, because I think there are species that when our parents tell us, they've been very important to the community. People never used to really feel sick because, we have this kind of medicine they get to tell us. But right now they tell us, there was a medicine that used to cure something like when it comes to cancer or something. But right now we can't see them because of biodiversity loss. Another thing is I believe there's a lot of loss when it comes to language. And I believe once we lose language, we've lost our culture. For me, it's very important because when we revitalize our language and when we tell people more about the importance of our languages, we're going to bring back culture. And when we bring back culture, there are a lot of things. Culture and nature are intertwined. They work together. Yeah, so it's very important to me and my community. Just a last insight is, being a youth, I really love the youth and I love working with the youth. I would like to tell the youth is we didn't choose to be born in the ecosystems we live in. Whichever ecosystem you find yourself, let's try and bring back, let's revitalize biodiversity, let's be proud of our cultures, let's stand by what is true, and as youth, let us do the most, because our elders are there to guide us. For us, it's to do. Let's take the knowledge from them, pass it to our younger generation, our kids in future. Sera Nyao.